Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad that you're watching. In today's video, I'm going to share with you different Kenya passport changes that you need to know about. So unless you've been living under a rock, you're probably aware that beginning August 31, 2017, the Kenyan government started issuing the new generation e-passports, and that is supposed to replace the old ones that are in circulation. And if you haven't seen the new passport, there's some really stark differences between the new passport and the old passport. And the three main differences between the two passports: number one is the color. So the old passport is navy blue in color, so that's the old passport, navy blue in color, while the new passport is light blue in color. Another main difference you'll notice between the old passport and the new passport: the old passport cover is written Republic of Kenya at the top, and down you have passport. The new passport, the new generation passport, is written East African Community at the top. On the second line is written Republic of Kenya, and then at the bottom you have passport. And then another main difference between the new passport and the old passport is that in the old passport you had your biodata page, that is a picture page, was usually at the end, at the very end, while in the new passport your biodata page is on page 2. The fourth difference between the new passport and the old passport is that in the old passport you just had two pictures. As you can see, there's two pictures in the old passport, but in the new passport, in the new passport you only have one picture. There are several updates that have been made ever since the new generation passport came into effect. So obviously there's been issues around when is the deadline, when can I use my passport. So before we talk about the deadlines and all that, I'm going to give you several updates that you need to know concerning the new passport. So number one, you need to upgrade your current passport to the new generation passport by 2020 March 31. Okay, so initially the deadline was August 31, 2019, and then it was pushed to September, but as of the shooting of this video, you need to update to the new passport by March 31, by 1st March 2020. Okay, so that means you can use your old passport until February, the end of February 2020, but beginning March 1st, 2020, you must upgrade to the new passport. So that is, unless of course they change it again like they have changed in the past. Okay. Secondly, the second major change that has happened with the new passport is that all passport applications are currently done online via the eCitizen platform. So this started as early as May 2015. In order to make your passport application, you have to go to the eCitizen platform, create a profile if you don't have one, fill in your application, and then you make a payment for your passport, which you can do either by M-Pesa, or you can use a debit card or a credit card. And once you have already done all that, you download your application forms, and then you visit any of the immigration offices, either in Nairobi, in Mombasa, or Kisumu, where you submit your documents and they take your fingerprints and your photo, and then you wait for your passport and you pick it up. And then number 3, it may not take as long as it used to take to get your new generation e-passport. Why? So according to the Immigration Director General Kihalangwa, the Department of Immigration acquired new machines that can print 1,200 passports more per day than the older machines would do. So with the new machines, they can print 1,200 passports more than they used to do with the older machines. So that means that in essence, you're technically more likely to receive your passport faster than you were able to receive it before. However, from what I have been reading online, I do not know if this is happening. Actually, I once read an article that showed one of the reasons why Ruto had earlier asked for an pushing of the deadline for the passport is because the immigration was only printing about 600 passports a day, so it was such a huge backlog. And then I know other people who applied for their passports like 2-3 months ago, and they haven't been able to receive them. So I'm not sure if that new machine is actually doing its job. The next thing that the next passport change for the Kenyan passports is that the e-passports will now be printed locally in collaboration with Kenyan subsidiary of Delahu. So if you don't know Delahu is the company that has been printing your money. The Kenyan currency is printed by Delahu, but apparently they have a subsidiary company that will be printing the new generation passports. Previously, the passports used to be printed abroad, but the new generation passports will be printed locally. What I'm not sure is the implication from a traveler standpoint, so I'm not very sure what that means. And then it may get easier and faster to cross international borders as a Kenyan passport holder when you have the new generation passport. So according to the Cabinet Secretary of Interior, that is His Highness Fred Matiang'i, the e-passport is supposed to ease travel for Kenyans, especially when you're using automated border clearances or electronic gates, or also in terms of automated issuance of boarding passes and faster travel arrangements. So this he attributed to the fact that Kenya has fully complied with all the standards and guidelines set by the International Civil Aviation Organization, that is ICAO, as well as the East African Community Chief Immigration on Travel Document Design, Processing and Issuance. So according to Matiang'i, the fact that Kenya has met all these requirements for the ICAO as well as the East African community, we should be able to travel faster. Honestly, I have traveled to about maybe 10 countries since I got my new passport, but I haven't seen any difference. So if you found any difference, then maybe you can let us know in the comments below. And then the other thing that you can be able to do now with the new generation passport is that you can track your application status via Twitter. I haven't tried it, but what you need to do is to simply send your application tracking number to @Immigration Department, and then you use the hashtag #AskImmigrationKE. So again, I'm going to leave a link at the bottom. It's @ImmigrationDPT, @ImmigrationDEPT. That's the Twitter handle of the Kenya Immigration Department, and you use the hashtag #AskImmigrationKE. Okay, so I'm not sure if it works. I've never tried it, but I saw some people sending their requests and they're getting replies. And then the best part, Kenyans in the diaspora can now apply for the new Kenyan passport from the Kenyan embassies and consulates abroad. So in the past, there have been complaints of people going to the embassies and finding that this hasn't started. But apparently I have had confirmation from different people in the diaspora that have applied for their passports and received them. So according to a circular from the Ministry of Internal Security, Kenyans in the diaspora are able to apply for new Kenyan passports in the following Kenyan embassies and consulates overseas. So number one is Washington, D.C. in the US, London, UK, Berlin in Germany, Paris in France, Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, and Pretoria in South Africa. So if you have been able to successfully apply for your passport at any of the centers above, please share with us your experience in the comments below. Okay, that's it for today in terms of the new Kenyan passport changes and the frequently asked questions. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns related to the new Kenyan e-passport. And if you have any experiences with the passport, share with us in the comments below and I will try my best to answer them. What has your experience like? Did you like this video? give it a thumbs up. Have you subscribed? If you haven't, please remember to subscribe and also to hit the notification bell below, so every time I shoot a new video, you'll be the first person to know about it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.